Oh, that is sexy. I never thought I'd use that word for Honda Jazz. Hello guys and welcome back to Car Obsession. Now then, cloudy headlights, they can be quite the problem. For starters, they can diminish the look of your vehicle. You can have a very shiny vehicle, but if the headlights are cloudy, then it kind of detracts away from the look of the vehicle. And also, if the headlights are too cloudy, the headlights won't work properly, and that could be an MOT failure in the UK. Now for this, I'm going to be using the Cerakote Ceramic Headlight Restoration Kit. But is it any good? As you can see, I'm joined by a Honda Jazz, and for whatever reason, the Honda Jazz is quite susceptible for this problem. I work in a car repair garage, and we see Honda Jazzes with cloudy headlights quite often. So what's better car to test this product? Now this isn't a paid or sponsored video. I bought this kit with my own money, and one of the reasons why I wanted to do a video on it is because look at this. No tools required. Normally you would need a drill or a polisher to polish the surface down, but with this you don't. So is it any good? So I haven't used this before, so I'm going to be learning as I go. The link for this, the link for this product will be in the video description. So without further ado, away we go. It does actually come with application gloves. However, I'll get my own because they probably fit better. Right, so in the box you have various sachets of products. You've got the application gloves, and you've also got some little sanding discs as well. So, like I say, I'm learning as I go. Quite a nicely presented kit. At the time of filming, I bought this half price, but I will put the prices on the screen. So, right, step one. Oxidisation remover. So I've got two of these, but I think I just need one. So, right. We strongly recommend watching the... Okay, there's an instruction video. Oh, okay, right. Hold up, thought. There's a QR code. Modern world. No instructions anymore. Oh, hang on a minute. There are instructions. Yeah, there's a QR code anyway. Right, okay. Right, before starting, open the hood. Open the hood for easier access. I mean, that makes sense. You can tell this is an American product, so it says open the hood, not bonnet, as we would say in Blighty. Another good reason for opening the bonnet, not hood, is that it's just one less area you need to mask off. So as you can see, I've masked off this area of the headlight, so you can see a before and after, but I'll probably mask this area as well, just in case my sanding goes a little bit astray. I don't want to sand the paintwork. So pop that to one side. Let me get some more tape. Wash the headlights thoroughly with any type of car soap. Well, this car has actually been washed today, so that's fine. Put on supply gloves. I brought my own, thank you. Using an oxidization remover wipe. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Rub each headlight in a circular scrubbing motion on all areas. On all areas of the lens. I'll put my teeth back in eventually. Okay. Right. So the wipe may turn yellow. Okay. Right, just pop that to one side. Okay. So it's a little kind of. It's almost like a waffle design. So. Oh blimey, let's cut through that extremely quickly. That is like a hot knife through butter. That is very impressive. Right, some more oxidisation up here, but I think some of that is actually on the inside of the headlight lens, so obviously not going to be able to do anything with that. It hasn't turned yellowy, but it has gone dirty. Right, turn it over. Oh wow, that is I'm hoping you can see the transformation on camera. I hope it looks as good on the lens, the camera lens, as it does in real life, because the headlight lens has already come up wonders. Right, so, I mean, that was step one, very easy. After you have completed step one, remove and discard your gloves. That's annoying because these are good gloves. Maybe I should have used the supply gloves, because these gloves aren't cheap and I'm having to bin them already. Let's use the supply gloves, shall we? They're probably not going to fit very well. Feels like I'm about to do someone's tattoo with these kind of gloves. Don't know why, just tattoo artist came to mind. Okay, to be fair, these gloves actually fit quite well. I'm normally a medium/large when it comes to gloves. For context, I think if your hands were larger than mine, I think you would probably break these trying to get them on. So it's worth bearing in mind. Okie dokie. So, step 2, where's the instructions gone? Okay, so now I need to use the sanding discs. So you've got sanding discs in here. So I'm starting off with 2000 grit. As you can see there, it's kind of got like a Velcro back to it, because in here is an applicator. So yeah, that's what the sanding disc looks like. Just pop it on there. It's actually too big, so it will overlap. So just bear that in mind if you haven't masked the headlights off, but I'd strongly recommend that you do. Right, I just need to get a spray bottle with some water in it. So I need to wet the headlight. And wet. Right, so circular motions. Whoa, stop the video. Now I need to make a very clear correction here. You should actually be sanding in straight lines to avoid swirl marks. The instructions do indeed state to use a non-circular motion, but in my rush I read it as circular motion. Thankfully though, no harm came from this, but remember, always read the instructions. The advantage of this is that you can do this without any power. You don't have to be near a plug socket or a power outlet. And really, you can do this anywhere, at any time. It does require a bit of elbow grease, but it's good for you. It's character building. After the 2000 grit, it's time to move to the 3000 grit, which will help to refine the finish. Same process, moving the sanding disc in straight lines for 2 to 3 minutes. To complete step 2, you'll need to rinse the headlights off, then dry them thoroughly, ready for the last part of the process. So now is step 3, which is a ceramic clear coating, if the autofocus is gonna want to play ball with me. There we go, got there eventually. You only have to apply one coat and you need to go from top to bottom. So top to bottom in a horizontal fashion. And if I'm not mistaken, the instructions say that this should be it for life. You shouldn't have to do this again. So it needs 60 minutes to dry, and within that time, you can't expose it to any moisture. But look at that. Oh my God, I've just seen it through the camera lens. Compared to how it looked, it's almost like a new headlight. It actually looks better on camera than it does in real life. So, for context, that's the part that hasn't been coated. You can see it's still quite cloudy, still quite horrible. And look. Oh, wow. You can actually see the bulb inside. Now let's just go across to this headlight that's had nothing. Look at that. That is bad. But come round here. Oh, that is sexy. I never thought I'd use that word for Honda Jazz. Now, I'm impressed by that with very little work and no power tools. More importantly, I have done a fantastic job. I'm taking all the credit. The kit from Cerakote has done a fantastic job of restoring their headlights to almost their former glory, and I'm definitely more confident with this car going through an MOT. I'm very happy with the product. So should you buy this? Easy. Yes, you should. Fantastic results, easy to do. You don't need the power tools. And as you can hopefully see, the kit has worked. So big up to Cerakote. As I said earlier, this isn't a paid or sponsored video. I bought the kit with my own money. This is my honest thoughts, but I'm very, very impressed. If you have found this video useful or helpful or enjoyable, or maybe all three, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. If you are subscribed, don't forget to click the bell icon so you get notified every time I make a video. But until the next time, guys, be sure to keep up the car obsession.